very, very smart students? It seems I am. Well, shoot your shot. Whoa. Hey, you. Welcome back. Whoa. It's good to be back in the classroom. Let's start some reading, shall we? We're going to talk today about text features. In this video, you're not only going to see how we and good readers use text features to help you understand the text, but also you're going to get every answer to your whole group reading lesson, plus some secret code words for extra credit. So make sure you're following along and you're filling in your Google form, just like I'm filling in mine. Let's start with some board equals paper, shall we? Text features help readers understand the topic, and they give us more information that might not already be in the text. There are like two different types of text features though. There are the text features that help us find information, like our table of contents, our heading, and our caption. And then there are other text features that give us more information in addition to or with the text. Today, we're going to talk about the second type of text features, the ones that give us more information. We're going to focus on four main types of text features. The first one is a map. Maps show where something is located to understand the impact of a text, right? Or something in a text. They might show us how large something is. They might show us where something is. We've all seen a map before, so we can continue to move on. The graph compares amounts or shows changes over time. In this graph, we're talking about favorite pets. My personal favorite pet is a dog. And it seems like here that most of the people that were asked said dog was their favorite pet. This graph is showing us some more information about how many more people like pets compared to cats, guinea pigs, and birds. Another text feature is a chart or a table. This is where large amounts of information or numbers are like easily read because they're kind of lined up here easily, right? We can see the number of moons that Mercury, Venus have are 0. Earth has 1 moon. Mars has 2 moons. Jupiter has more than 60 moons. Saturn has more than 60 moons. All these planets just have they tell us how many moons they have. Whereas if they just like showed us all the moons and put names next to them, it'd be very hard to see. And then we have a timeline. These are where events or things that happen are listed in the order that they happen. So normally over here on the left side, when you're reading, is like the earliest stuff. And then the newest stuff or the most recent things to happen would be right here. Good readers, which all of us are, use text features to understand the text by first we read the title and all the words about the text feature, often in a caption, or even in words next to the text feature. And then you ask yourself, what is this text feature telling me? Let's read a text together and answer the questions on our Google form, shall we? At this point, there's going to be a code word. I'm going to make myself bigger. There's going to be a code word. If you type this word into your Google form, I know you've watched so far, and you've also then been crushing your work. Here's the word. I'm going to type it right here. I want to let me type. Here's the word. I'm just going to write it down because it's not letting me type. Cheese is the word. If you type in cheese, I know where you've been at. I know you're shooting your shot. All right, let's keep going, shall we? Now, we're reading a text called Friends Don't Let Friends Fight. I'm going to make sure I remember that friends and fighting is in the title since we can't annotate, I'm not going to annotate for that for us. We're going to make sure that we're keeping in mind the topic, we're writing a gist, we're underlining or keeping in our head 1 to 2 important sentences, and we're thinking about any opinion words. A new study indicates that well-connected students may hold the key to stopping school conflict. Scientists predicted that students would pick up on anti-conflict messages delivered by their own classmates more than other adults. So we're talking about people at school, but there seems to be a study going on. I'm going to make sure that I note that we're talking about like students, and students kind of seems to be the topic here. And what can students do? Well, scientists predicted that students would pick up on anti-conflict messages, so like non-bullying stuff, delivered by their own classmates more than teachers or adults. So other students can stop bullying and things like that better than adults or teachers can. This study believes that, and I'm going to type this in, students can stop conflicts at school more than adults and teachers. You're going to see a part of this on your Google form that looks like this. That's now asking you, oh, hey, that's now asking you what word fills in that blank for the gist statement. I filled in that word with students, and you have the students option right here. So if you click that, good to go. Now we're going to work on this paragraph right here. Scientists work with students in 56 middle schools in the United States to find out which students had the most social connections. Students were asked to list classmates they would most likely spend time with. Students predicted that highly connected students would have greater power over the social behavior of others. Highly connected students, I think they mean people with lots of friends. So how did the study find highly connected students? Well, how do they know who had a lot of friends? Well, what they had to do is, it says right here, it said to find out which students had the most social connections or which students had the most friends. Well, the students were asked to list classmates that they like to spend time with. They were asked, who are their friends? So I'm going to see which answer talks about scientists asking students who are their friends. Scientists ask students which classmate, that could be an answer. Oh no. Scientists pick students who were the funniest. Scientists work with 56 middle school students, or scientists made a prediction based on how students looked. Seems like that they asked the students, this answer choice A, like which classmates they would like to spend time with. So I'm going to then fill that out here on my Google form, just writing in A. And now I'm ready to read the next paragraph, shall we? In half the schools in the study, researchers randomly picked groups of students to act as seeds. The rest of the school were the control group. The seeds discussed problems they had noticed at their school with scientists. They came up with anti-conflict slogans to share online and created posters. So they picked these students, and what these students did, these seed students, we're still talking about students, they came up with slogans and created posters online after they discussed the problems and like the bullying that had happened at their school. I'm going to type that in here as what did the seed students do? The seed, and I'm turning around this question to a full emphasis, the seed students created slogans and posters to stop bullying or conflicts. Now I'm going to take that and I'm going to put that in to my Google form, just like this. Now I got to copy it in, but you can type it in, then you can keep on going. We got one more paragraph to read before we're going to look at a text feature. Let's read, shall we? Oh! Schools with seed groups reported that conflict behavior went down by an estimated 30%. Students who interacted with seed students saw their schools as less welcoming of conflict. This was true for seed students who had lots of friends. So people who were really who had friends were able to get people to stop bullying. The results of the study argue for a new means of ending conflict in school. Students, especially those with strong social pull, could be the answer. It went down by 30%, which means that like out of every 10 bullying conflicts that normally happen, 3 didn't even happen. So I'm gonna say the SEED students were able to bring down conflicts by 30%. And I'll give that a little percent sign, or you could say 30% and type out percent. Then I'm gonna fill that in on my Google Doc, just like this, 30%. Let's keep looking at this graph. Now I have my text feature. My text feature here looks like a pretty big graph. It's allowing me to compare a couple of things. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read the title of my graph, Conflict in Seed Group Schools. So I know that this is showing me the number of conflicts that are going on in this school. And it says here the total number of reports of student conflict. So these are the total number of student conflicts. And it says before the study and after the study at these schools. So before students started coming up with slogans who had a lot of friends, and then after students started coming up with slogans. Now I'm gonna read this caption here because it's also gonna give me some clues. Scientists used reports of student conflict from 49 schools that provided them to determine the results of the anti-conflict messages in seed groups. I see here before the study, there were 2,695 conflicts at these schools. Afterwards, there was 2,012 conflicts. I can see already that there were less conflicts after the study. So having these students be against bullying stopped bullying. Let's see how this helps me understand the passage. Let's see what answers the best. A, the graph shows the amount of conflicts in groups that didn't get messages from their friends and other students versus those who did. Nah, not really. The graph shows the change in the number of conflicts before and after students got anti-conflict messages from their friends, right? Before and after. The graph shows that the red school had more conflicts than the blue school. The red has the more conflicts. The graph shows the number of conflicts that normally happen at middle schools. Yeah, it does talk about number of conflicts. I can actually cross out C though, because the red school and the blue school aren't different schools. They're the same school, just before 2012 and after 2013, right? Before and after the study. And the graph shows the number of conflicts that normally happen in middle schools. This is only from 49 schools, and we're talking about the conflicts before and after, not just the total number. So we're trying to look for the change. My best answer is B. It's showing me that this graph is showing me that the number of conflicts before and after students got conflict messages, right? It's showing me that before they got the messages, there were this many conflicts, and after they got this many conflicts. So now I'll go to my Google form, and I will go down. I will select answer choice B. Now I'll click submit. And voila, I can view my accuracy and how I did. Shoot your shot, and you can go on the stations. Bruce. How do you think I did? I think I did pretty good, right? That was pretty good. Right, guys? Here alone. So oh God, this is still on. Oh, it's so embarrassing. Oh, stop, turn off, please.